Welcome to another Demarcation Media Blokees review. Today we have the Bayverse Classic Class figures. However, this is the special edition 2-pack. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say this video is not made in collaboration with Blokees. All of my other Blokees videos have been. They have provided the product. This one they did not, because this is an Asia exclusive as far as I'm aware. It's not going to come to the US. It's not going to come to the UK. It's not going anywhere else. So they didn't provide this one to me because, you know, I'm an American reviewer. It doesn't make a ton of sense for them to provide something for an American reviewer that's not going to come to America, which totally understandable. I'm on board with that. So I went ahead and bought it because I loved the normal releases so much that this was a must buy. So I bought this one from Bombasby. It cost me around $40 US. They also are available on the Show Z store. So I will have links in the description that you can go and purchase them. If this looks like something that you want to get, I would highly recommend that you purchase it sooner than later, because once they sell out from those import sellers, it's going to be extremely difficult to get your hands on them. So the boxes have very interesting style going on here. So on the front here, we get to see Optimus. Looks very similar to his standard release version. We got extra fire, it's very red. Megatron is very blue looking. Optimus himself doesn't show his differences here like at all, really. I think they darkened his colors, but that's about it. Obviously Megatron is blue, so that's a big difference, and you can see the clear on the shoulders. On the top you get to see, it says Optimus and Megatron. I believe Megatron says ice sealed or something along those lines, and then this just says EX special edition. It's like ice sealed special edition, so that's really cool looking. And that's about it for that sleeve, and it is a sleeve, so you just slide the boxes out and then you just have the sleeve to put out of the way. The boxes here are pretty much the same as the normal Classic Class release for these guys. We get to see, again, limited edition or special edition ice sealed, EX special edition, and then the boxes have a very premium Bandai feel to them, just this monochrome. But yeah, that's about the only differences, is those words. All the rest of the design, totally the same. It's just been monochromified, which looks pretty cool. I do like it. It's not super collectible, I guess, but displaying them, if you display your boxes like this, which Blokees boxes are good for, you will easily see that these are the special editions. And there we have both figures put together, and holy crap, I thought that they could not do any better than they did with those first releases, the standard releases, but holy crap. Yeah, I'm already starting to gush a little bit. We need to get in closer before I really talk about the details. What I wanted to say, though, is this video, because these guys are just redecos of the standard releases, I'm not going to go into articulation, and I'm not going to go into how the accessories fit. We'll look at the details on the accessories, but I'm not going to go into detail about how you equip the accessories. If you have not watched my review of the standard versions, I'll pop the card up in the corner. Highly recommend you watch that. That'll have all the details about articulation and accessories there. Right now, let's go ahead, jump in, and look at Megatron. So this version of Megatron is meant to be the one that is captured by Sector 7 and kind of frozen in cryostasis to keep him from escaping while they studied him. And I think Blokees has done a really fantastic job here. The under layer, his skeleton, I guess, is in silver. And then the rest of the pieces are done in this like blue or clear. A lot of the pieces are actually clear, so even like the feet and the chest, they're actually clear, but then they're brushed or sprayed with this metallic light blue. Then on the head and on the back, there's like this fading gradient of like, I don't know what the word is for that. It's like when fire catches on to like metal and like heats it up and cools it down. The word for that always escapes me for some reason, but it looks amazing. I absolutely love it. Then we got clear bits for the wings, clear bits for the shoulders. Now I had heard some people complaining, oh, that's clear, it's going to be fragile. So far it feels pretty solid to me. It doesn't feel super brittle. It almost feels vaguely soft, not actually soft, but vaguely soft. And I'm not really too concerned about it. I think time will tell if it's truly solid or not, but I wasn't immediately worried about it. Since this is a Classic Class figure, you can flick him in the chest and his eyes light up. In my bright studio, it's really hard to see. But yeah, this guy's usage and posing or like displaying would be rather limited because, you know, he was either just standing there or he was breaking out and attacking people. So you could do those types of displays. But yeah, he's very limited use, but I do think he's really awesome. I think this is a really good way to do a special edition, you know, have the standard release be the one that obviously you're going to want to have in your collection, but then have this be like an extra, you know, specialized version of the character. So I really like this. I'm on board with this. I think it looks great. I think their color choices were great. Overall, it fits the scene that they're going for very well. Oh boy. And then we've got Optimus Prime. I don't know how to do this objectively, okay? So Blokees does this thing where they'll do like rare figures and whatnot in metallic colors, and they do that for their like Galaxy version figures, but they did that with this Optimus, and holy moly, it's beautiful. Like I said, I absolutely loved the standard release. That was my favorite Blokees figure until they did this. This just elevates the figure so much. Not only did they do all the blue and red and metallic, but they also added some extra like gold detailing on his underlayer, which is awesome. But really, I'm here for the shiny. I am here for the metallic, and it's just beautiful. The blue has been darkened down, so it's almost like a purpley color. The red is a little bit darker as well, and it's just fantastic. Like I don't know how many different ways I can say it, but I absolutely love this. I think it is brilliant. My only complaint about this guy is that some of his little attachment points feel more loose than the standard release, but looks-wise, dude, Blokees absolutely killed it here. So what I want to do to really impress upon you how good this is I want to look at the standard release. So let's grab the standard release and take a look at these differences. Wow, look at that. So this Optimus's red is much brighter. The blue, more flat, obviously, but yeah, the metallic really darkened things down. I feel like it makes it look way more realistic. However, the darker red I think is less accurate. I think brighter red is more accurate. So if the shiny was brighter, that would be perfectly screen accurate. I personally prefer the darker red, so I'm on board with that. But yeah, that is quite the difference. It looks so good, so good. And again, the standard release is brilliant, but this metallic paintwork really takes it to the next level. That's so good. And then let me grab the Megatron so you can see the differences there. So standard release Megatron has the gray armor and then the kind of bronzy under skeleton, whereas the other guy has, of course, the blue, but then he's got silver on the underskeleton. So you could theoretically make a all-silver Megatron if you wanted to. Just take the underlayer from the frozen guy and put it on the gray armor. If for some reason you don't like the bronzy underskeleton, which it is accurate to the film. I did just rewatch the film, and it's accurate. But if for some reason you did want just all-silver, that's a possibility now with this Megatron. You could do also different pop and swaps, but I don't really think that would really work. I don't know, mixing the ice and non-ice, I don't think that would work out. But yeah, you're not going to be able to mistake the frozen Megatron for the standard release at all. In terms of accessories, Megatron's stand is the same as the standard release, except the flames are in this light blue instead of the dark purple. That's pretty cool. He also comes with the gun and the melted hole chest piece, so you can have the Allspark kind of destroying him. Now, these are included basically because, like Gundams, the runners all contain, the same pieces, so not including them would have been more of a pain than including them. It makes zero sense to even have this on him in his frozen mode. Same with the gun. The gun I could see being more useful in posing, but yeah, the melted hole, and he even has a little Allspark in his chest, but I'm not going to put it on there. If you want to see what that looks like on the normal guy, you can watch the standard release review. But yeah, this is just there because that's part of the runners. Optimus is where things really start getting interesting. So his stand is pretty much the same as standard release. I don't think there's any difference. And then he also has his gun, which is pretty much the same as the standard release. The blue is just in the metallic. It's with the hands and the swords that things really get interesting. So for those of you who watched my review of the standard release, I said the only thing that would make the swords better is if they had painted the silver on it. And what did Blokees go and do? They just went and painted the silver on it, and it looks brilliant. It's perfect. It's actually perfect. The only thing I could find to complain about is that it doesn't go across the back of the blade. On one hand, I would have liked to see that. On the other hand, it does allow the light to shine through the blades better. So, yeah, but, oh, it's so good. I mean, look at it compared to the other one. The other one, the no print, is good, but, oh, this one's so much better. And then, you may also remember me complaining about the hands. The fists were fine. The fists, totally cool. It was the open hand. It had webbing between the fingers. What did Blokees go and do? They went and freaking fixed the webbing in the fingers so it actually looks good. It actually looks good. It's still sturdy. Dang, Blokees. This to me is something that should be in the standard release. I don't know if later production runs of the standard release will have these updated hands. I sure hope they do, because if not, then this 2-pack is worth getting purely for these updated hands for Optimus. It actually makes them look worth using. Like, yeah, the metallic is amazing. I love it, but this hand is what it should have been from the start. And there you have it. That is the special edition 2-pack of Ice Sealed Megatron and EX Optimus Prime. Now, I've either, with all this ranting that I've done, convinced you to buy this set, or convinced you that I am just irrevocably biased towards this particular set of molds from Blokees. And yeah, I might be. I mean, I don't really know how else to say that. These are my favorite. And again, Blokees didn't even provide this to me for free. I paid for this. Okay, so you can't even say I'm ranting about it being great because they paid me to do it or they provided the product, so I have to say good things. No, I just actually love these. So I feel like that's probably enough happy ranting. This Optimus feels like the definitive version of the Bayverse Optimus from Blokees. Unless they release a battle damage version with Blokees. If you do that, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my mind. Battle damage would be awesome, but as this is right now, this is my #1 favorite Blokees figure of all time. Hands down. Megatron is also awesome. He's awesome as a display figure for when he's frozen because, again, like I said, he's very limited in terms of where you can put him. But Optimus, that's just the definitive Optimus. So please, Blokees, please, make more Bayverse figures. We need a Jazz. We need an Ironhide. We need a Starscream. We need Battle Damage Optimus. We need Dark of the Moon Optimus. We need Dark of the Moon Megatron. Please, more Bayverse figures, Blokees. We love them. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time.